is your reaction to this travesty?
I mean, it's really terrible. It's just one after the other. I mean, I guess terrorists really have no rules and regulations. Just do whatever they want, wherever they want, and there's no convenient time, so-called. And it's very interesting that it comes in exactly a month before Hanukkah, on the Hebrew date. Hanukkah comes out on the 25th, and today's the 25th. And 25th actually symbolizes a day of rest. It says the Jews finished their war with fighting their enemies on Hanukkah, and therefore they rested. And today we have this on 25th, and hopefully now we can rest, and it will finally stop. We hope and pray.
Did your heart sink when you heard about the news? What was your first reaction when you heard
I was actually making it over to the breakfast today at the Chambers of Commerce. I left my house 5:30, and I turned on the radio and I hear that. Yeah, it was so devastating and terrible to hear this. Wake up in the morning, you turn on the news, and all you hear is, a few fellow Jews who have fallen in a place of worship.
As a rabbi, as someone who spends a good portion of your life in a house of worship, I mean, is this just a new low? I mean, what kind of animal, for lack of a better word, does something like this?
I mean, as I said before, with terrorists, there is no rules and regulations. I mean, they'll come in anywhere, anytime, and it's supposed to be a safe zone and a special place. You're praying to God, and these people just come in and do it all.
And so, they snuffed out these innocent lives, and apparently 3 of them have ties here to New York.
Yes, Jews are all over the world, from all over the world, and they happen to get 3 of us from here. But we're all one big family, and it really doesn't. We're not differentiating where we are from, and it always hurts us the same.
Right, whether they're from New York or not.
Correct.
So what is the message? Is New York mourning with them? What is your message to your brothers and sisters in Israel?
Very interesting. When a person mourns, we say a special passage of God should come for you amongst the mourners of Israel and Jerusalem. Now, why mention Israel? A person is mourning for theirself. They're mourning because they have a loss. But the message is that just like Israel is the land of the Jewish people, and we all share it together, so too when one has a loss, it's not a personal loss. We all mourn together with them.
Mm-hmm. And so what do you think, I mean, in light of this, will you be taking security more, be paying more mindful attention to security here at home?
We definitely will. We just realized that there's no more of that comfort zone and just, living life and letting it go as it goes. We have to, look over our back the entire time and really be aware of what's going on, definitely.
And so what kind of security changes do you think you'll make in light of this?
I'll have to speak to the 4th precinct to, have some people come by and, just checking, being more careful of who we send out emails and information, and making sure that there's no bad people, so-called, receiving it, and, just being more aware, telling the congregation to be aware.
Right. So will this be, part of your sermon this weekend?
Definitely will. It's so interesting. This past week in the sermon we spoke about how Abraham was burying Sarah in Hebron as you would call it, and he wanted to buy the plot, and the people that the people that owned it said, "Nah, just take it for free. Take it as a gift." Abraham knew what he was doing. He said, I don't accept presents. I'll pay for it. And it's recorded. He paid 400 silver coins for it. And even with his purchase, we still have this thing of who does Israel belong to. And then we have the reassurance of this week, God comes to Isaac when Isaac is in a situation that there's a hunger. And he tells God that I have to move and leave Israel. God says, you stay right here. I'm going to watch over you and the people to come, and I promise you this land is yours, and we'll take care of you. So it's, I'm not sure if these terrorists, they follow and they get upset with what it says in the Torah, and they react to that, or, again, they have no rules and they do it anytime, anywhere.
But overall, the reaction is one of disgust today. I mean, the overall reaction.
The overall reaction is, obviously, we have to, keep them in our prayers, and we have to look at ourselves of what more goodness and kindness can we add and bring into this world. Life is not all that long, and we never know when our time comes. And just be positive and good to people. Just put a smile on someone's face, and really have to put an end to it.